Hello, my friends, and thank you for watching today's video right where it's Psalm 35, verse 18, when it says, I will give you thanks in the great assembly. Among the throngs, I will praise you. Now, as I promised yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, that David went through this period where he said, how long, how long, how long? And now we see, how long, Lord, until you answer me? Now we see David's heart just exploding on the scene. Now he's saying, oh my goodness, can you hear it? I will give you praise. He unashamedly starts praising God and giving him thanks in the assembly. Even though his prayers aren't being heard, even though he's being persecuted, even though words are being said and spoken about him that are ruining his reputation, and David's praying against that, God, he's going to lift his heart towards God. What a great way for an immediate way to get over yourself. And I'm talking to me too. When I hear or when I know others are coming against me, my initial reaction, what's yours, is to protect ourselves. But what if our initial reaction was to bust out in praise, to bust out and say, God, I praise you? What about if we just started listing all the things that we were thankful for? It's such a heart, there's something calming that comes upon the heart when we don't walk through this world as a person who's entitled, but when we start giving thanks for the small things, how generous and how generous our heart becomes. David had an extremely generous heart, especially to his enemies, because he had enough space in there to pray for them. Wouldn't you love that, instead of carrying the load of all the enemies that he wants to attach himself to you and what he wants to destroy your faith? If all of a sudden, in the midst of the worst situation that you're having right now, all you could think to do is, I'm going to praise you. And I'm going to give thanks. Because what it does, it takes the attention off of you and your life, your surroundings, and takes it onto God, who is able to do more than what we can imagine. And it's almost like we're going to align ourselves now to not what we're going to do or our life circumstances, but what God can do. Because in Scripture, it says he can do immeasurably more than what we can even begin to imagine. So, begin imagining. You know how? Let's start praising. Have a blessed day.